Alright, so we need to head to, what's the city called? Rustboro. I knew it was Rust something. And we need to go and find, what is it, Stephen Stone? That's a Wingull, I hear. Where is it? Oh, in the water. Okay, never mind. Oh yeah, Mr. Brownie's gone, by the way. Like, he just, like, disappears. Once you get Surf, you can no longer... He just, like, sells his boat and, like, leaves, apparently. It's really dumb. But, we're just gonna walk there rather than fly, because I want to explore these old places again. And when I say explore, I just mean pass through as fast as possible. Like, I'm not doing any exploring here, really, am I? But, isn't there a... No, we got the items up there, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, hello, who are you? You're a Basculin, I believe? I mean, I'm just basing that off the bottom screen. I'm pretty sure it's Basculin. Probably a blue Basculin, because this is a Alpha Sapphire rather than a Mega Ruby. But something I'm curious about is, do I get more gym catches? Because I'm running low on Pokemon by quite a lot, you know? It's, like, do I get a gym catch for, like, every Elite Four member I beat? Or do I get a gym catch just for beating the champion? When we look at it, I mean, I've got, let's just do this real quick. I've got a bunch of Water-type Pokemon in storage, you know, and Akbar here too, and I guess Joel. But all the other Pokemon, like, I don't have a lot. And it's kind of a problem because this part of the game is going to be really, really hard. So I kind of hope that I get a another gym catch or something, because I really desperately need Pokemon. Like, I got 2 water Pokemon on me right now, and then I've got 8 in backup. I mean, Dashing probably won't be used. Dawn probably won't be used. I'm just gonna move them up like that. Like, Akbar could be okay. Joel, we'll see. Vermilion will be alright. Enlighten will be really good. Liam will be alright. Emily, it's debatable. But I don't have a lot of Pokemon is the problem. I really need to kind of bulk up the team. I mean, I still have Shireen and Dimitri in the maybe dead, maybe not box. I'm still waiting to decide on what to do about those two. But let's go and find Steven. I see some feats. I wonder if that's him up there in the top left. Hello. Miki, I'm sorry about summoning you so suddenly. It's well known how often my intuition turns out to be right. But I never imagined we'd be meeting again this soon. That's a real cocky thing to say. As we all know, my intuition is always right. I knew we would meet again. My intuition told me so. I'm sorry to say it's not happy news that brings us together. Sigh. This isn't something we should discuss in public. What, you mean to, like, nobody around us? You want to go through a busy building full of people working and talk about this? Alright, whatever. Dad, Miki is here. Well, welcome. It's been quite a while, hasn't it? Ho ho, I suppose I'm just getting old. Recently I seem to forget details just as soon as I learn them. Ho 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 ho. Dad, do you have Alzheimer's, Dad? Ahem, that's not needed. I know what you want to say. My, what a hasty, impatient one you are. What are we to do with such an impatient one for our league champion? No, what? No. Dude, I'm the champion. You didn't watch my battle on TV? It got, like, record high numbers. It was, like, the most watched broadcast in all of Hoenn history. little 14-year-old girl who saves the world battles Steven live on TV. And then I won. And people celebrating. Everyone knows I'm the champion, dude. What do you want about? Oh, is that so? So you're the new champion. Yeah, I just said. Didn't you watch me on TV? I did everything right. I barely won. Then I guess we'll never break you of that impatience after all, Steven. Ho 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 ho. Look at his face. Bah, I know. You can't take a joke. Now then, Miki, I'm afraid that I'm planning to start in a rather long and quite heavy topic. Are you sure you're ready to take all of it in? No, not really. I don't really care about your family drama, so I'm just gonna leave. I got a media shower to go watch. Oh, hello. Two of Devon's greatest ever products which took the world by storm. They're the repeat ball and the timer ball. Dude, both of those suck. Nobody uses the repeat ball or timer ball. Nobody. Even when they were introduced, people were like, well, these are lame. Who buys a timer ball and a repeat ball? Nobody. I sell them if I get them. You know what? Do I have any? Do I have any? Hold the phone. Hold the phone. No. Oh. Pokeball, Master Ball, Premier Ball. No, I don't. Damn. You know what, guy? I'm gonna get every repeat ball and timer ball I get. I'm not gonna buy. I'm gonna find and I'm gonna sell them immediately. I'm gonna crash your stock. Hoenn, League Champion, promotes death to all not Premier Balls, timer balls and repeat balls. You hear that, nerd? Oh, anyway, what's up? Yeah, I guess I'm ready. Now, I suppose I should begin. First, let's take us back 3,000 years, the days when the story began. There was a great war at that time in a region far from here, Kalos. That was finally brought to an end by a weapon created by one man, AZ. And what energy source could power such a dreadful weapon? Do you know? You see, it ran on the life energy of Pokémon. That energy could be gained by the sacrifice of so many Pokémon. There are surely many people who would call that reprehensible. But my grandfather, the president Devon before me, said this. Can we use the energy to improve the lives of people in Pokémon? And so he developed his greatest creation for here at Devon Corporation. Infinity energy. Dude, that means like Sword and Shield just ripped off the whole energy storyline from this game. Like in Sword and Shield they're like, oh, what's his name? Not the president. I guess it is just the president of whatever corporation is like, we develop energy and it powers all of Galar. It's so great. What's that? Oh, we're gonna go and we use the power of Dynamax and harness their energy. Thanks to Infinity Energy, Devon was able to become one of the top industries in Hoenn and developed into the giant you see today. You may be surprised to learn that Devon parts you recovered for us were in fact parts of a motor that would make it possible to power a submarine using infinite energy. It wasn't long before we began to expand our attempts to further human development. Next we moved to exploring space. Alright, Elon Musk. The rockets launching from most deep space and use our infinite energy. They are the result of our dreams, our passion, and our technology. We never did imagine they could end up being the best hope for saving the world. My preamble has been quite long, but we arrived at the real issue. That is the overwhelming catastrophe that now approaches us. A huge asteroid more than 6 miles in diameter is currently on track. Dude, 6 miles isn't that big. Like, yeah, I think if a meteor that size hit Earth, it would cause a lot of death and destruction and well, yeah, it would probably ruin, like, it would probably cause, like, massive waves and tsunamis and earthquakes and stuff. Yeah, okay, so yeah, that's pretty bad. We're devising countermeasures that would use our rockets, but in order for these plans to succeed, we need a meteor shard. Why do you need a meteor shard? You want her to go and get that shard for you. That's my boy, alright, I knew you'd understand at once. Why can't I go get it, Dad? Why'd you have to ask her? Yeah, go to Granite Cave and get a meteor shard, okay. Why do they need a meteor shard for a rocket? That's what I don't understand. Unless the meteor has like magical properties. Steven, you be careful. Look at this stupid smug face. I'll be counting on the two of you to take care of this for me. If you forget what you need to do, just come talk to me again, assuming I remember. Yeah, can I have these stones? That's like a thunderstone, an ice stone, a moonstone, a water stone. You got like crystals behind you, that's really cool. I mean, why is Steven and this dude like into stones? But essentially, from what I remember, the story is that 3,000 years ago, there was a war between two groups of people. And a man named AZ, who is like 8 foot tall, made a weapon that would harness... Have I hit my Pokemon? I have, okay. But basically, he made a weapon that would harness the life force of Pokemon and like murdered thousands of Pokemon, hundreds of thousands of Pokemon, and fired this weapon off that ended the war. But it created a multiverse where, like, on one side you've got like, oh god, red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal, ruby, sapphire, emerald, pearl, platinum, diamond, black, white, black 2, white 2, fire red, leaf green, heart gold, soul silver. They all exist in the universe without Mega Evolution. So in this universe, AZ didn't fire the weapon, and Mega Evolution never like was created. But on the other side, you've got X, Y, Moon, Ultra Moon, Sun, Ultra Sun, Alpha Sapphire, and Omega Ruby. They all exist within the universe that has Mega Evolution. In the middle right now is Sword and Shield, because the developers were too lazy to put in Mega Evolution. So technically it kind of exists within the universe that doesn't have Mega Evolution. But they make references to Kalos, because obviously the UK and France are really close together. So I guess they must be close in the Pokemon universe too. Provided that, you know, their Earth is the same as our Earth, but whatever. But there's no, like... There's no proof that the weapon was fired within the Gala games. So it could end up in the side where Mega Evolution exists if they decide to add Mega Evolution back in. They probably won't because they're lazy. As proof by the DLC and how shit it is. But yeah, it's there are people like Zinnia who... I believe Zinnia, like, cross dimensions? Right? Oh no, or... I don't remember if Zinnia was in the non-Mega Evolution world, so she was in... Oh no, it's not Zinnia. It's when you unlock the... God, where is it? There's an island somewhere, and I don't remember where it is. Yeah, I don't remember where it is now. Maybe I haven't unlocked it yet. It must be after the Delta episode. But essentially, somebody within the battle tower existed in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald in Emerald's battle tower, and she is the same person. Like, she somehow crossed between the universes. So she existed within the non-Mega Evolution universe, and then somehow crossed over into this universe, and she makes references to that. So, I mean, it's very, very strange. Like, you have in Sun and... Well, like I said, I've never played Sun and Moon. Well, I played Moon and got halfway through and got bored. I've talked about this before. But, like, they have... I think they reference somebody crossing over between the evolution, Mega Evolution and non-Mega Evolution universes. Or maybe that's someone who existed within... Like, in Sun and Moon, they add, like, wormholes and stuff into, like, dark space or whatever. So I got, like, no idea, but somebody crosses universes there. Oh, I can't get up here, can I? No. It's probably even not worth going up there. I don't even know what's up there. But they butchered this place. Like, this place used to be a really cool cave to explore. Now it's kind of really lame. Oh, shit. Well, it seems like it's true. It really is just like the wall painting there. This one shows primal reversion, while the other one shows mega evolution. I guess that proves it once and for all, our great ancestors once lived here too. The ancestors who passed down through me the knowledge of how to protect the world, how to avert the threat that will appear from space as long as foretold, from a place higher than the heavens. What is it, Asta? You don't like me standing here monologuing, just openly? Nobody's around to hear, so it's fine. Oh no! Miki, you're here! You listen to everything! We do seem to me an awful lot, Miki. Are you also interested in this old painting? Or are you here for the other, for one of the meteorite shards that can serve as a source of power for the legendary Pokemon that lives in the heavens above? Either way, you know I adore you. Zinnia? Are you coming on to me, Zinnia? That's it, I can't help it. I have to battle you. Oh, fuck. No, I'm not ready to battle you. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I think she has dragon Pokemon. So we're going to make sure we have plenty of ice beams. Knudsen. Yes, Knudsen, you should learn... Oh, you got Dragon Pulse. Never mind, you're good. That's a good anti-dragon move for you. That's fine. Nephis already has Ice Beam. Santiago. Oh, you got Surf and Rock Smash taking up move slots. I don't want to get rid of Body Slam because that's a nice stab move for you. And Seed Bomb is there in case... Right, you know what? You can't learn it either. Never mind. Do I have any more Ice or Dragon moves? No, I do not. Okay. Right. I do not exactly want to battle her. I guess we'll lead with Knudsen, because Knudsen at least has Dragon Pulse. And then we can go for Nephis, who has Ice Beam. Azurl, for example. I don't know if Azurl's going to be any good, because you're Dragon Flying. You also don't have any Dragon moves, which is really, really bad. Yeah, I don't know what to do here, really. I don't know what to do here. Okay, Zinnia, hello. Hello. Can I speak to, You know what, I'm just gonna take a Meteor, never mind. See you later. It's a keeping, yeah, okay. Yeah, alright. I mean, that looks really cool, honestly. It does look really, really cool. I like the rainbow to the left. I like that you can actually see Rayquaza coming down. But, whatever. Oh boy, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. Right, so she's leading with Altaria. That's already kind of bad for us. Oh no, it's flying... Oh, I should have taught you Ice Beam. Never mind, Dragon Pulse then. Oh, Dracomia, this isn't going to be good. Come on, Knudsen, take it, take it, take it, take it. Oh, good job, Knudsen. Well done, well done, well done. We probably have to heal. The thing is, that if she uses another Draco Meteor, then we're fine. Like, I believe that's what Drake did in the Elite Four, where he just spammed Draco Meteor. The problem is that after using Draco Meteor, it lowers the special attack by 2, because it sharply lowers it. Oh, that was more damage than last time! But I think that was because it was a crit, so we should be okay. But essentially, Altaria's special attack has now been lowered by 4. So this is going to do nothing as long as it doesn't crit. What the fuck? It's another crit! Nonsense, please stop getting hit by crits. Finally, holy crap. Alright. So we can hit this with Dragon Pulse and finish it. Knudsen dodged it. Good job, Knudsen. So yeah, her plan might just be spamming Draco Meteors over and over again. Which is, it's fine with me as long as Knudsen can take them. Ooh, Tyrantium. That's Rico. So we know this thing is a rock dragon, so let's go with Muddy Water, because Muddy Water is at least going to be a stab. Knudsen dodged the head smash. Good job, Knudsen. Never mind, it's not going to be super effective. Why is that not super effective? Oh, and she has a berry to stop super effective hits. Never mind, suck it. Noivern. Right, well, Knudsen, you're staying out. We're going to go for another Dragon Pulse. There's the Draco Meteor. Noivern. Not Noivern. Knudsen, you gotta take it. Come on, buddy. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect. So I've been playing a bit of the Sword and Shield expansion that came out a few days ago now, actually. Quite, yeah. And I mean, I live on the Isle of Man, so to see my country represented in a Pokemon game is really, really cool. Like, when Sword and Shield were first announced, I was so excited because I thought, oh my god, you're going to be able to go to the Isle of Man. That's awesome! And then it wasn't in the base game. And I was like, oh, god damn it. And then they announced the Isle of Armor, and just by that name alone, I knew, okay, that's the Isle of Man. And then to see, like, the official Pokemon Twitter account tweet about the Isle of Man being the inspiration for the Isle of Armor, I was like, oh, that's great! You know, there was some, like, I don't know, amount of pride being like, oh, that's cool. Salamence, are you fucking kidding me? Oh my fuck. We're gonna go with, she's gonna Mega Evolve it. I'm gonna have to stay with Knudsen, I'm gonna have to heal. This is bullshit, you hear me? She's got a fucking Mega Evolved Salamence, ready? Here it comes. Here comes the Mega Evolution. Nope, never mind. But she'll probably Mega Evolve it when I battle her on top of Sky Pillar. Oh, how much damage was that? That was 105 damage. You gotta, come on, Knudsen. You gotta take this, you gotta take this. Come on, Knudsen. Oh, barely. Yeah, with Sword and Shield, like, there was some amount of pride being like, there's the Isle of Man in a Pokemon game, that's awesome. And then the DLC came out, and it's pretty shit. Like, it looks nice, it's better designed than the normal wild area in Pokemon Sword and Shield. But that's about it. It looks pretty, even for the shitty graphics that Sword and Shield have. But, yeah, it's definitely not worth it. There's no trainers, there's no shops, there's nothing there. I mean, it's cool. I've enjoyed catching the Pokemon that were re-added to the game, but that's about it. It's not worth the money, and I'm pretty sure the Crown Tundra is also going to be shit and not worth the money. So, I mean, if the Crown Tundra is bad too, I'm giving up on Pokemon at this point. Because it's just, they haven't made a good game in so long. Oh, nice, real one, Miki. full points to you. That settles it. You get this meteorite shard as a reward. Thanks, I guess. Your ass just glowed. It sure is giving off some vibes. I'd keep hold of that tight if I were you, along with that shard I just gave you. Kiss me, Miki. Hey, the actions you're taking now, are they based on the ideals you cling to, or are they based on actual truths? And if they are, how much of the truth do you think you know? Yes, ma'am, moving out. Such a spoiled girl you are, Asta. That's... Oh my god. Miki, were you able to find the meteor? Yes, I got it. It's fine. Yeah, Mo's Deep Space Center. That's cool. Yeah. Not much time left. Yeah, whatever. Alright, bye. Yeah, the Isle of Armor just... It's not worth it. It's so fucking tiny. You know, it's probably smaller than... I don't know what. I just... You can cross the Isle of Armor in like a minute cycling. Maybe 2 minutes at most. It's not worth the money. And it's really sad that they were just like, here's the Isle of Man in Pokemon. It's the Isle of Armor. All the routes are named after fighting, or named after some sort of like fighting style, like the Forest of Focus, Workout Sea, and stuff like that. And they added one new Pokemon, Kubfu. They could have added... There's so much like Manx lore that they could have added and made into Pokemon. They could have added like the Morty-Doo, which is like this this myth of like this evil dog monster that like kidnaps people. You know, they could have added a dark dog type Pokemon. They could have added a Triskelion for like the 3 legs of man. They could have added like a mechanical bike type Pokemon because of the TT. They could have added a fish, like a Kipper style fish, because Manx Kippers are world famous. They could have done so much to add Manx culture to the game, and there's nothing there. It's just all fighting stuff, and it's just thrown together. It's such a disappointment, dude. It really kind of is. And it sucks, 'cause I love Pokemon. Pokemon's been in my life for years and years and years. And then I see the modern Pokemon games, and they're just not good, and it's a real letdown. Also, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to evolve Factorants, because I realised that we're kind of underleveled, so I figured it's probably best that I just evolve Factorants to make sure that his stats get boosted from evolving. So we're just going to kill a few Blissies and make sure that Factorants evolves here. Gives them more time to rant about the Isle of Armor and Pokemon. You can just... No, Discharge will hurt everybody. You can Wild Charge that thing. You can... Boomburst will hurt everybody. God damn it. Alright, you can Super Fang that thing, and you can Stone Edge that thing. There you go. It's such a disappointment, dudes. It really is. And like... I mean, I do prefer DLC over a third version of the game. Like, honestly, if they released, I don't know, Pokemon Mace as the third version, which kind of, like, added to the story to make it not shit, and added, like, a few new areas and whatever, like the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra, I probably wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy the same game again just for, like, a few additions. But the fact that they added the expansion pass and the DLC, it's cheaper than buying a brand new third game. But even then, like, if I knew that the Isle of Armor was going to be this bad, then I wouldn't have bought the expansion pass either, honestly. Like, it's tough being a Pokemon fan nowadays, because they can't make good games. The last good game that they made, I mean, I'd argue that Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby were good remakes, but they're remakes, they're not games. The last good games they actually made were Black and White and Black 2 and White 2. Like, they're the last good Pokemon games that they made. X and Y was such a letdown, and people were like, oh, well, they're brand new to using the 3DS to develop games, they'll get better. And then they made Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, and they were, and in my opinion, they're good remakes. Although I know a lot of people don't like these remakes, for whatever reason. But I do. And I was like, alright, so now they're getting used to 3DS development, and Factorings is going to evolve here. Good job. Now you're a Clink Clang. But, yeah, I was, like, somewhat excited after Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, because they were, like, you know, they understand how to use the 3DS to the best of their ability. And then... Come on, Nico, there you go. And then they brought out Sun and Moon, and it's very, very clear, at least to me, that they don't know what they're doing again. Because that game was kind of shit, and it was hampered by cutscenes every 5 seconds in order to pad out the game. And then they released Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which I've never played. I heard that they made Sun and Moon good, but it's still laid with cutscenes. I'll have to play it at some point. And now they released Sword and Shield after, you know, years of development, and people were like, oh, it's going to be great, we're going to have Pokemon on a home console again. And then they released Sword and Shield, and Sword and Shield are shit! They are probably one of the worst Pokemon games they've ever made, and there's so many issues with it. And it's just so... It's so goddamn hard to be a fan of Pokemon. I know every Pokemon game's had its issues, but they used to be really good games, and then after Black 2 and White 2, they just turned shit. And I've played every generation of Pokemon. Like, I'm pretty sure I've talked about it before, I'm not a fan of the original generation, but I had both Blue and Red and Yellow, and I played the fuck ton out of it. I don't think they hold up today. But, at the time, they were fucking amazing, you know? And, I had... Yeah, I had Gold, Silver, and Crystal. I had Ruby, Sapphire. I didn't have Emerald. My brother had Emerald. Like, Pokemon games used to be so goddamn good, and it's not a case of me growing older and just becoming more jaded and more cynical. You look at the Pokemon games in the past compared to now, and there's something wrong with it. There's something wrong with modern Pokemon games where they just can't make a good game. And I know it's not me being growing older and being more cynical. If you look at Sword and Shield, it doesn't even hold up to the original Pokemon games. There's so many issues with it. Sun and Moon, there were so many issues with it. X and Y was bad. People shit on it, still shit on X and Y for being bad. It's just, I think they realised that the Pokemon fan base just eats up anything to do with Pokemon, and they can just get away with it by putting out mediocre games. I mean, Sword and Shield's just what the best-selling Pokemon game to date. I'm gonna do one. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more battle here. I just want to level up a little bit, because I want to keep talking about fucking Pokemon here, so I'm just kind of buying time so I can continue ranting. But, yeah, but the expansion pass is not going to be worth it for Sword and Shield. I bought it instantly when I was like, oh, Isle of Man, awesome. And I had disposable income, so I was like, well, whatever, I can just buy it. And I don't think Sword and Shield are good games. Sword and Shield are not good Pokemon games, and I don't even think they're good games just in their own right. But that's kind of hard to separate all the issues when it comes to comparing it to Pokemon games and putting it to Pokemon standards. Like, the fact that they cut over half the Pokedex, the fact that they cut moves, they cut Mega Evolution, they cut concepts that have been in games for years and years and years. That's kind of hard to separate from the overall issues with the game. Sword and Shield as a game, as an RPG, isn't good. And as a Pokemon game, it's really, really bad. And it's just a real shame. It's a real shame what Pokemon is nowadays. I mean, the next up is going to be the Generation 4 remakes. They're going to remake Pearl and Platinum. And selfishly, I'm like, well, I'm going to buy them because they're remakes and they can't screw up remakes. All of their remakes have been really good. Fire Red and Leaf Green, Hot Gold and Soul Silver were fucking amazing remakes. I really like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Like, the remakes, if they don't fuck up too much with the base game, is going to be really, really good. And, you know, they've had years to develop on the Switch again. So, like, if you compare it to, like, X and Y, their first 3DS game, shit. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, their first remake on the 3DS years later, really good. And by that logic, I'm like, okay, Sword and Shield, first game on the Switch, shit. Pearl and Platinum remakes, or Pearl and Diamond remakes, on the Switch, should be good. But that might just be me, being too hopeful. It's really sad. Anyway, I'm sorry for ranting so much about Pokemon. Next time, we're going to go ahead and find out what all this Space Center shit is. But that's for next time.